Konnichiwa, YouTubers. I bet some of you just did a what chant in the live chat. What? Konnichiwa. What? Konnichiwa. What? What's going on, YouTubers? It's your boy, Dalyxman. How you like the new look? Like the kimono? One of my friends gave it to me for a birthday. I forgot which birthday it was, but I don't think I've worn this in a long time. Decided to wear it today. Hope you like the look. Look, you'll have to excuse me for the low energy. Your boy is kind of down. I've been down for the last 24 hours. Let's just say I was hit with some news that was a bit of a downer. You know, kind of put me in a slump. And I'm trying to, at the moment, digest it. Trying to find a way to move on, to grow, to better myself as a result of this news. And during this time, let's just say your boy is, in a sense, rebuilding, redesigning, and reclaiming, a la Seth Rollins. So, be patient with me. I hope you enjoy the live broadcasts. If this is the first time you're watching me, once again, konnichiwa. What? Don't get used to the look. It's only for one live broadcast. We'll go back to the old Dalyxman later. But if this is the first time you're watching me, please like the video and subscribe. While you're at it, check out my Facebook for future Q&As if you would like to be a part of future Q&As, like me on Facebook. And of course, follow me on Twitter. You can send me questions using the hashtag #AskDalyxman. You can also donate using Super Chat, PayPal, or Patreon. But most importantly, if you want to help expand the brand of your boy, Dalyxman, you can buy yourself a Dalyxman t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees as well. If you are a fan of wrestling merchandise, wrestling t-shirts, toys, whatever, you want to subscribe to WrestleCrate. This channel is being sponsored by WrestleCrate, which is a monthly subscription service which delivers to you just random wrestling goodies from a multitude of wrestling companies, like these crazy things here on the side. You can get this right now if you subscribe. The link to it is down below in the description box. And check this out. If you subscribe and use the promo code Dalyxman, you can get your first month off 20%. 20% for the first month of your subscription. But once again, you have to subscribe today and use the promo code Dalyxman. You can also use it anytime. It's not a 24-hour thing. It's not a time limit to it. You can use it anytime you want. You can do it today. You can do it tomorrow. You can do it next week. Anytime you want. Just be sure, if you subscribe, use the promo code Dalyxman. So, before we get into the actual Q&A, let's see who's in the live chat. Live chat. Who's here? Who we got? We got Jake Salig, Ultra Shadow, Steel Rider, David Shakuria. Sakuria? Is it Sakuria or Sakuria? I like Sakuria. Let's go with that. The Fire of Zantos, McLean Roche, Funky Chicken, Hellraiser, Niche Bryant, Cyndi Mcgonigal, Heel Balor. That's a new one. Heel Balor. I really like that name. Trent Jones, Raven, Pikachu Black, Chase 5677, Big B Wolf, Sammy B, Brett Bullet 101, Kenneth Geppert. Close enough. Samurai Black. Hey, you know Samurai Jack? Usher B, King Mike Todd 13, Sam P. Boone. I feel like I missed somebody. Hold up. Anthony Ace. Can't forget about Aaron Sherwood, one of my loyal Super Chat donators. DX Extreme. MWE. I think I said your name right. DX Stream. MWE. That's a unique name. Welcome. Toxicity. And let's do one more. Brandon Stevens. I think that's about it. Is it wait. Yeah. Brandon Stevens. There you go. And of course, Isaiah Webb, Rowdy Nation Powers. If I don't say your name, it's not because I hate you or I don't like you. It's because there are a lot of people here in the live chat, and I want to be sure I catch everybody. So thank you for watching. I love you. Let's go ahead and get into it. I got some things to explain. I didn't do NXT or Lucha Underground this week. Not because I didn't watch the shows, because I did. Wednesday and Thursday were just... ugh. There were a lot of things about those days that I don't want to talk about. Let's just say I didn't have time to come up here and do reviews. But I did check them out. I loved both shows. Especially Lucha Underground last week. I thought Lucha Underground for the last 2 weeks had been on fire. Last week we had that haunted house match / steel cage with weapons inside of it between Mil Muertes and the Mac. Crazy match. And then you had Melissa Santos, my girl, getting her butt handed to her by Katrina. So we're finally doing something with those two now. Thank you. Been waiting for that. And this week, well, I can't forget about Pentagon Jr. versus The Machine, Brian Cage. That was also crazy. Awesome match there. Last man or machine standing. Awesome stuff. And then this week we had the wedding between Taya and Johnny Mundo. And of course it was interrupted by the monster Matanza, who was freed by Ricky Mundo, who's under that... I don't know if it's a spell or if he's just crazy, but he's under the influence of that possessed doll. But they treat him like crap. I gotta be honest. The Worldwide Underground, they have been treating Ricky like garbage this season. And I'm not saying Ricky is the most exciting person to be around, but they were mean to him. So I kind of understand his motives just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. We also had that No Mas match between Exolicious and Jack Evans, which was, it was solid. You know, it's not on the same level as Sexy Star versus Mariposa, which was amazing. Just straight up awesome. But it was still a solid match overall. And, you know, I'm really liking 423 Get Fame. Famous B as the new ring announcer. Because we're playing up the storyline that Melissa Santos was put out by Katrina. So she won't be around. Famous B actually does make a good announcer. He probably should take her place altogether. But yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. So that was Lucha Underground. As for NXT, bro, where do I begin? So I didn't check out last week's episode because that was the after NXT, after Takeover NXT, which is one of those shows that usually has nothing going on with it. I didn't see Pete Dunne versus Zach Gibson. Is that what his name? I already saw the match at the UK tournament, so I didn't see it this time. But I heard good things about it. I'll trust you on that. Let's just talk about this week's NXT real quick, because I feel like, for me, it's just another testament of how superior NXT is. What? Just ordered a t-shirt? Alright, Cyndi.
I just ordered a t-shirt.
Love ya. Thank you, Cyndi Mcgonigal, ordering her a Dalyxman t-shirt. You guys should follow suit on her example.
This is probably a stupid question, but is there anything different between Roman Reigns and John Cena outside of how they look?
Well, Mr. Aaron Sherwood, no. It is not a stupid question, and there really is no difference either. It's the same concept, just with a different person. Overpushed, oversaturated, given way too much to the point where fans hate them and don't want to associate with them, don't want to get behind them, and it's just killing their momentum. It just makes their jobs a lot harder.
Why does Vince love animals so much? Dun beavers, road dogs. Probably because he's a lion and likes to be the king of animals that brainlessly obey him.
That was probably one of my favorite super chats I've gotten so far. Thank you, Nickname Mai. And you're right, he has to be the king of the jungle, and he needs inferior animals around him doing exactly what he says. So maybe that's why he likes beavers. And, what'd you say? Road dogs. Oh, you didn't know? Lord have mercy. And, of course, we got vipers, rattlesnakes, Brahma bulls. What else do we have? I'm pretty sure there are other animal nicknames that I can't come up with at the moment. It'll come to me. But definitely, big dogs, of course. Can't forget about the big dogs. But yeah, he certainly loves his animals, that's for sure. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun today. With that said, let's go ahead and get into the Q&A. Wait, I didn't talk about NXT, did I? I sure didn't. We're not gonna get into the Q&A yet. We gotta go into NXT. I love what they're doing with Johnny Gargano. I love that we're doing this whole story where he has basically, or is becoming, Tommaso Ciampa. All the way down to him now walking on a crutch. Just like Tommaso Ciampa did before he left in 2017. Love that storytelling. The crutch. The crutch is such a huge symbolism of their feud. And it's done so well. It's so cool. We saw Velvetdream walk out and basically challenge Gargano. And basically, I think next week when they have their match, the winner might get a title shot at Tommaso Ciampa. Personally, if that is the case, Dream should win. Not saying Gargano should not get another shot. He doesn't need it right now. Let someone else go after it. I would love to see Dream get one shot against Tommaso Ciampa. At least at the championship. I'm not saying he should win. He's not going to. But why not? Velvetdream versus Tommaso Ciampa? Oh yeah. All day, every day. Let's go. Let's see what else. I'm trying to see what else happened. I know they did a tag match between Pete Dunne, Ricochet taking on the Undisputed Era. Really good match, by the way. And, you know, we did Bianca Belair and Nikki Cross backstage. They're going to have a match. And just more investigation into attacked Aleister Black. Again, I'm sticking to my guns. I think it's Cassius Ohno. I still think Cassius Ohno is the one who put out Aleister Black. Now, more than likely, it will be someone very obvious. Personally, I wouldn't be shocked if it was Lars Sullivan. Probably him. Because he did get his jaw injured or broken by Aleister Black, so he has a motive. And he did go out there and attack EC3 before his match, so maybe it was Lars Sullivan. Personally, I want it to be someone that it will benefit. Lars Sullivan doesn't need it. He really doesn't. He's fine. He's already a monster. Someone that does need it is a Cassius Ohno who has nothing going for him right now. So I personally hope it is Cassius Ohno. But other than that, nothing else to really talk about here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I think we're good with Lucha Underground and NXT this week. We can finally get into the Q&A. So, for future reference, if you have a question for me, you can ask me in two ways. You can ask me through Twitter, using the hashtag AskDalyxman, or through my Facebook. You can send it to me over inbox, or you can post it on the status where I ask for questions. So, that's just for future reference. Let's go ahead and get into it with Facebook. Charles Mitchell from Virginia. Which will happen first? Kurt Hawkins wins the WWE title or Vince McMahon retires. Wow. That's a big one. More than likely, Vince McMahon will retire before Kurt Hawkins touches the World Championship. However, I wouldn't be shocked if the former happened. If the formal happened before the latter. Have you seen Ant-Man and the Wasp? Yes, I have, and I thought it was really good. I know a lot of people don't like the twist with Hank Pym's wife. I'm fine with it. It's Marvel. Really? A universe that has gods, has this walking titan that can manipulate the universe with the use of 6 gems and a gauntlet. That is what pisses you off? Really? Come on now. I thought it was good, in my opinion. Brian Oliver from Texas. How different would the WWE and the wrestling world be if both Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit were still alive? I could see Guerrero being Sasha Banks' manager and giving her techniques on how to create or how to cheat her way through matches. That would be a nice way to use Eddie. I gotta be honest with you. Other than maybe this would be and again, this is a naive point of view. Hold on.
Okay, that's all right. I was just gonna tell you, Jennifer Hudson playing Amazing Grace from the scene.
Oh, okay, thank you. My dad was telling me about the funeral for Aretha Franklin. You'll have to excuse me, but I don't know. When it comes to Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit, I would like to think their deaths were the result of where we are today. Like, if Eddie Guerrero and Benoit were still alive, we wouldn't have TV PG. We wouldn't be oversaturated with so many hours, 3-hour Raws. Things would still be what they were. I would like to think that. I can't really say it. Maybe it would be different, but I don't know. Maybe we would still be where we are today. But I would like to think that because of Benoit's death, we had to go to a much more younger audience. But if he had not died, maybe we wouldn't need to do that. So we probably still have blood, steel chair shots. Maybe. Maybe. But we'll have to see. I will say this, though. If they were still alive, I don't think they'd be in WWE. I'm pretty sure Eddie and Chris Benoit would have went to TNA. That's for sure. And as a matter of fact, we have a super chat coming in getting ready to say that. But they definitely would have gone to TNA. That's for sure. Would they have come back? Probably. But I don't know. That's a good question. Very interesting to think about.
Guerrero and Benoit would go to TNA.
I just kind of feel like... in a sense, we still would have gone to that direction. Maybe Chris Benoit sped up the process just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. But anyways. Johnny from Virginia. What went wrong with WWE's version of ECW in 2006? Well, the first thing that went wrong was the December to Dismember pay-per-view, which is considered to be one of the worst shows of all time. That's the first thing that went wrong. The second thing that went wrong was the fact that it came back in the first place. ECW was great as what it was the first time around. Personally, after One Night Stand, that should have been it. There was no way in hell we as fans were going to relive old school ECW. There was no way. Paul Heyman tried, but he had to have known that ECW under WWE's umbrella is not ECW. Although in a sense you can argue ECW has always been under WWE's umbrella, because Vince McMahon has behind scenes been giving Paul Heyman money for his company. So, that's interesting. when you consider all the things Vince has done for ECW. Regardless, it wasn't Paul Heyman's baby anymore. That's where it went wrong. Once Paul Heyman left, it was dead. Dead in the water. ECW without Paul Heyman is not ECW. It's not. If he doesn't have full control over it, if there's no Joey Styles on commentary, it's not ECW. And that's where they went wrong. Second question. With Randy Orton being a heel now, do you think it's time for him to make a new stable like Legacy? No more stables. No. No more stables for Randy Orton. It needs to be Randy Orton, the Viper, Legend Killer, whatever you want to call him. Apex Predator. It needs to be him by himself. Because, I'm sorry, unless the stable is Evolution, I'll put it that way, it's very clear that this guy does not work well with others. Name me one memorable tag team other than Rated RKO, which was actually really good. But name me one memorable tag team Orton did that you thought was actually very impactful. Some of you just said Legacy. Personally, Legacy had potential to be good, but it actually was just whatever. I didn't think Legacy, and this is just how I feel about it, I remember it, but I don't really think it left that much of an impact. Like, seriously, if Legacy never existed, would that really have hurt the careers of Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase? Like, really? Just looking at the careers now, we take Legacy away, does that hurt their careers? I don't think it does. That's just my opinion on the matter. But, yeah, no stables for Randy Orton. He needs to be the Viper by himself. That's just me. Let's see, I'm reading people's live chat here. People in the live chat are talking about Evolution, Legacy, and some of them don't even remember Legacy all that much. Yeah, so Legacy, Evolution, which were the only two stables he did. He's done tag teams before, but I would have to go back and look at them because I forgot. Alright, Isaiah Webb. Norfolk, Virginia. I am glad I was able to acknowledge you about the Becky Lynch meetup. Thank you, by the way. Becky Lynch is coming to Houston on September 15th. I do plan on going to meet her. It's going to be a expensive Uber ride. Going there and back is $70. I'll try to make that work. Somehow. But I do want to meet her. He says, being a wrestler is a great experience that I think every fan should have the chance to do.
By the way, Gargano versus Chiampa is 2-2. Next is rubber match.
That's right. They are 2-2. So the last match they do, which should be in the next takeover, that's just my opinion, should be like the last one. Now, if you want to extend that to WrestleMania next year, you can. I'm not going to complain about that either. But yeah, absolutely. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano should have one more match, and that should be like the final, absolute final match they do. And then, of course, they move up to the main roster. Now, back to the question here. Despite advertising 2 matches, tickets for Evolution are selling slowly. Oh, another super chat. Okay.
You don't remember the feud between DX and Legacy?
Actually, I should have remembered it because I did a SummerSlam review on it. But then again, there you go. I literally just got done watching their SummerSlam match and their feud escapes me. Their matches were good. They had a submission match one time that I thought was really good. And then they had that Hell in a Cell match, which I thought was good. So it's not like they've had horrible matches. It's just, once again, impact. No real impact on the roster. That's just my thoughts on it. Now, back to what I was saying. Despite advertising 2 matches, tickets for Evolution are selling slowly. Shocker. Why do you think this is, and is my card better? Well, we don't have a card yet. We really don't know what the card is, and I think the rumors of Nikki Bella versus Ronda Rousey is what's killing it. They need a main event. They need to book some kind of a strong main event. Like I said to you many times before, especially in that video when I talked about Evolution, a good main event match would be Sasha Banks versus Bayley versus Ronda Rousey. You make that the main event, it will sell out. You gotta give us a match. I'm not gonna buy a ticket because it's women. I'm sorry. I love the women in WWE. I love Becky Lynch. I love Charlotte. I love Bayley. I love Sasha. But if you don't do anything special with them, I'm not gonna buy a ticket because it's them. I need to be able to know wherever I'm paying my money towards, it needs to be worth my time. You hear me? If Evolution plans on selling out, they need to give us a reason to buy a ticket. Nikki Bella versus Ronda Rousey is not that reason. Matter of fact, that is the very reason why I won't buy a ticket. I know Nikki Bella ain't beating Ronda Rousey. Please. You gotta be out of your damn mind to give Nikki Bella a championship over Ronda Rousey. I better not hear anything about Nikki beating Ronda. Seriously. But even if she doesn't beat her, I don't want to see that match. Give me something fresh. You want to sell out Evolution, you better give us a match that's worth a damn. You get me? So, there is no card right now. The potential main event is a horrible main event. Nothing else to really say. Hopefully they change it. Now, you gave me a card, so let me see if this would be better. So, here's his card. Io Shirai versus Toni Storm. Asuka versus Ember Moon. Natalya and Beth Phoenix versus Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir. I don't know why I said Serena. I was going to say Serena Deeb, too. Marina Shafir. Bella Twins, Lana, and Kelly versus Maurice, Zelina Vega, and the Iconics. Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai. Ooh. Oh, yeah. All day, every day. I love that match. Trish Stratus and Lita versus Sasha Banks and Bayley. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Hell yeah. AJ Lee and Caitlyn versus Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. I actually would like that match better than Alexa Bliss versus Trish. Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler, Bianca Belair, Candice LeRae, Nikki Cross, and Lacey Evans for the NXT Championship. So, 6-pack challenge. Wow. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott. Not a bad card. Very curious to know why you put Ruby Riott against Ronda Rousey. That's an interesting pick. I'm not against it. I love Ruby. But I'm curious to know why you did it. Second question. Seth Rollins did an interview not too long ago where he was asked about The Rock coming back to main event WrestleMania against Roman Reigns. He replied with, "Look, I love Rock, but we can't hang on to these guys forever. How are we going to become as big as Rock, Taker, Triple H if they don't trust us to carry the company into the future?" Thank you. If you had to rely on Taker, Austin, Rock, Triple H 24/7, that just lets people know that you don't trust the talent to carry the shows. And the problem is because the writing staff is so stupid, so what's the word I'm looking for? Creatively incompetent. There you go. I like that phrase. Creatively incompetent. It's very hard for these guys to get over as it is. So that's why they have to be lazy and bring back HBK and Triple H and all these legends, Mick Foley, because they don't know how to create stars anymore, so they have to reuse stars that are already established and created. That's not how it should be. But unfortunately, we had to do that because people in creative don't know how to produce wrestling. We got people right now who feel like Becky Lynch should be a heel and Braun Strowman should be a heel when they're the two most over acts on the roster right now. Yet they're heels. And the guy that people hate the most is the top babyface. Do you see why none of this works? And Seth Rollins, I'm right there with you, buddy. I do think we should rely on you a lot more, but it's going to be kind of hard when the creative team sucks. But whatever, man. It's ridiculous. Now, moving on to the next question here. Uh-oh. Well, I'm an idiot. I just backed out of the question list. Let me go back and get it. Let's see here. What was the last question? That was Seth Rollins and Isaiah Webb. Thank you, Mr. Isaiah Webb, for your questions. Here we go. Marquise Johnson, also from Virginia. Lots of Virginian folk. Do you think Elias will ever win at least a mid-card championship? He should win one, US or IC. It won't be as a heel though. He needs to turn babyface. They should turn him babyface, give him a run as a babyface, and I guarantee you, fans will get behind him winning a championship. But yeah, I do feel like his momentum has died down as well. Because, again, see, this is what happens. When you have someone as hot as Elias, and you get fans behind him, and he's constantly rejecting that momentum. He's constantly rejecting the fan support. Fans just kind of lose interest after a while. So personally, the best thing they can do for him is turn him babyface. And I think once he's turned babyface, we can then talk about him winning a championship. Perhaps. Let's see, moving on. Josh from Sacramento. Chris Jericho recently said on his podcast, we got some super chats coming in.
They need to accept that the Attitude Era is gone.
Oh, absolutely, they do. It's time to move on. The Attitude Era was great for what it was. However, it's not the Attitude Era anymore. We can't live on it all the time. We gotta create our own eras. We gotta move forward. Grow.
Evolution is shaping up to be glorified house show.
It sure is. Like, for real, if they don't give us a strong main event and at least a solid card, it will be a glorified house show. It will be a waste of time. First ever women's pay-per-view. Yeah, and it wasn't anything to remember. They better not get out the park if they want this to work. Don't think of this as a one-time deal. For real, like, when we think about the Evolution show, it shouldn't be one of those things where we go, it's a one-time deal, it's not going to happen again. No, screw that. This should be such a momentous pay-per-view that going forward, we should be expecting this to happen a lot more often. Don't let Evolution this year be the only time these girls have a pay-per-view by themselves. Let this pay-per-view be the starting point of future women's pay-per-views to come and show the world that women can have good shows just like the men. But you gotta have a strong card. You gotta go all out. You can do it too. They can do it, but they have to want to. Anyways, Chris Jericho recently said on his podcast that he pitched an IWGP Intercontinental Champion versus WWE Champion match between Seth Rollins for SummerSlam, but it got turned down by Vince. How do you think this would have played out if it was allowed? It would have been one of the best matches they could have done all year, one, and it would have been big business for both WWE and New Japan. Why would you turn that down? Who would turn something down like that? That match would have been fantastic. Matter of fact, Have Chris Jericho and Seth Rollins even had a match before? I'm actually asking, have they had a match before? I'm pretty sure that, let me see. Chris Jericho. Have they actually had a match before? Yeah, they have. Back in 2016. Okay. I forgot all about those matches. And they had another one in 2014. Okay, so they've had matches before. I just don't remember them that much, actually. They had a match at Roadblock as well. Okay, so they've had matches before, I suppose. I don't know. I guess for me, if I was ever going to do a cross-promotional match, that would be a match I would definitely do, especially at SummerSlam. Get over your pride, WWE. Yes, you'll be promoting a new company, your competition, but you'll be making money as well. I don't know why anybody would turn. I'm sorry. That just frustrates me. Why would anybody turn that down? Yeah, it was stupid. It was stupid. Bad decision. Ryan from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. It's no surprise that WWE books their shows and matches with favoritism of certain wrestlers, such as Roman Reigns, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, etc., instead of using logic and common sense that can help sustain credibility of other wrestlers. My question is, how can this kind of corporate mindset affect their business in the long run, especially now considering that both ROH, New Japan, are growing exponentially here in the States? Well, there you go. That's how it's affecting them. Fans get sick and tired of it, and they move on to different companies. And so now WWE has to basically hire random folk from all these other companies that are doing better than them to maintain that audience. Because they can't keep them through sheer TV quality anymore. Because they've lost their touch on that. They've lost their touch on what makes people care about them. And until they figure out what it is they want to do, and what audience they're reaching out to, and how they can reach out to that audience, fans are just going to continue leaving in droves. Companies like New Japan, Lucha Underground, NXT, although NXT is still WWE.
Do you think hashtag ALLIN will be streamed on Twitch similar to the hashtag KSIVES LOGANPAUL fight?
I seriously doubt that. If you want to watch All In, you have to pay money. And you know what? Pausing from the question, if you're going to watch All In, you should pay money. Do yourself a favor. Do yourselves a favor. Donate. Don't donate. Put out the money to buy it. If you're going to watch All In, you can watch it on ROH, because they have a streaming service that's like, what, $9.99? So if you don't want to spend $35 to watch the pay-per-view, you can just order it off of ROH's Honor Club. You can also use New Japan Pro Wrestling, who will be streaming it right after it's done. Whatever you do, just give All In some money. Show them their support. I have a cable provider, so I'll be ordering it here on pay-per-view, so I'm good with that. But in terms of streaming on Twitch, nah. Nothing that you can get for free. If you want to watch it, you gotta... Yeah, I do think you guys need to donate. That's just how it is. Fight TV will have it. Fight TV app. Help me out. Someone give me more details on how else you can order it. All I know is Fight TV. I know Honor Club, that's ROH's streaming service. I know New Japan Pro Wrestling will be airing it. And I know pay-per-view will be airing it. So, let me know. Let me know. But yeah, man. Pay money. Pay good money to go see it. It'll be worth it. Let's see here. Getting back to Ryan's question, though. Yeah, man. Their business model sucks. And although they're making money now, in the long run, it's going to kill their credibility. Because wrestlers will just stop coming. They'll just stop coming. Especially when another company, like New Japan Pro Wrestling, gets to a point where they can sell out 10,000 seats a show. Oh, yeah. They're not coming back here. I'm just saying. Let's see here. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Alexander from... Oh, boy. This is, I can't even pronounce your name. But it's someone that's usually here in the live show. You know, I'm gonna try. Oh, Takulan. Takulan. Otakulan. Not even close. Alexander from Atlanta, Georgia. Wanted to ask you this before Dragon Con. But here it is. How would you feel if WWE made an 8-women tag match between 4 women from the past, who could still go, versus 4 women from the future, and the winning tag team faces each other in a tag team match for the inaugural Women's Tag Team Championship at WrestleMania? Well, that would be great. That'd be freaking amazing. What a way to actually build 2 tag team titles if we had the division to carry the tag team titles. I'd be all for that. Good job, Alex. Like your name, by the way. David Hurst from ALLIN. What would you say are the 3 best things about yourself as a person? Ooh, you're going deep. You're going deep. Actually, I'm going to share something with you guys. What I used to do back in the day was make a journal. Make a journal of things that I know about myself or people have told about me. And I haven't looked at it in a while, so I'm actually going to pull it up. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember what it titled was. Let me see. What was it titled? It's gonna take me a while to look for it, because this is a really good question. Self-image. Was it titled self-image? Ooh. Yes, it was.
What's up, bro? Like your work. I have a podcast too on YouTube. I also do reviews. Do you think Co will be a Paul Heyman guy?
Rumors were going around that Kevin Owens and Paul Heyman were going to team up. That's not true. Rumor killer is that Paul Heyman won't even be back to work with anybody. He's basically doing his own thing. If they do something with Brock Lesnar, okay, he'll probably be back then. But in terms of Paul Heyman working with anybody, that's not going to happen. Although it would be a nice pairing. It's not out of the ordinary. It's not something that I wouldn't see happening. However, nah, I don't see it happening, honestly. I don't think WWE has the creative juices to make that work. Now, here are some things people have said about me. I am enthusiastic, apparently. I am influential. I am strong. I am loving. I am hardworking. I am confident. I am a comforting spirit. That's pretty cool. I have a positive energy. I have a nice smile. It's me. It's me. It's Dalyxman, who got this catchphrase from DDP. Oh God, look, I miss DDP. I am loyal. I am supportive. I am caring. I am talented. I am a gentleman. I am passionate. I am ambitious. I am determined. I am transparent. I am brave. I am compassionate. I am a fighter. I persevere. I am nice. I am empathetic towards others. I am never judgmental. I am intelligent. So to answer your question, my top 3 best things about myself is that I am empathetic towards others. I am transparent. I think that's really cool. And I am a comforting spirit. I am a comforting spirit. I am transparent. I am empathetic towards others. There you go. That's the first time I looked at that. That's been a while since I actually looked at it. It's been a while. But thank you for asking that. It's good to know people actually care about the guy behind the curtain. I know you said that a World Wrestling Alliance between wrestling promotions, indie promotions, wrestling schools wouldn't work, but if it happens and all promotions come together and all they had to do is come together one night for a mega interpromotional show, book me 6 feuds and book me 10 matches, that would wow everyone. It's called ALLIN, and it's also called G1 Supercard. Just to answer your question. That's a lot. I don't have time to be doing that. But definitely I'll probably do that in a future video. Conrad from Lithuania. Y'all coming in hard with these super chats. I see those 2 coming in. Hold on. So Conrad, do you think the main roster will be as good as Triple H's NXT takeover? Hold on.
Paul Heyman should form a big brand inside WWE with many Paul Heyman guys, and he then tries to take over WWE. Could lead to a great storyline.
Sounds great. I hope Paul Heyman's writing that story, because it could work.
What is your favorite match on ALLIN?
My favorite match on ALLIN? I don't really have a particular favorite. But if I had to pick one... Hold on. I think I might be lagging. Am I lagging? Am I good? I hope I'm not lagging, guys. Are we good? Okay, I think I'm good. Just to answer your question, one that comes to mind is the match between Kenny Omega and Cero Miedo Pentagon Jr. That's gotta be a crazy match. I look forward to seeing what they do. But in terms of everybody else, I guess, I look forward to seeing, Young Bucks and Kota Ibushi versus Rey Mysterio's team. That should be a crazy match as well. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But getting back to the Facebook Q&A here. Conrad from Lithuania. Do you think the main roster will be as good as NXT when Triple H takes over? Pun intended. Let me just say it like this. If you've seen 205 Live, if you've seen any of the UK shows, and of course I know you've seen NXT, that's all you need to know. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely the shows will be better. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Are you hype about the new Dragon Ball Super movie? Hell yeah! With Broly? You know damn well I'm excited about that. Especially since Broly's coming back and he's stronger than Jiren? Canon Broly is stronger than Jiren. Yo! That's gonna be crazy good. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. Raheem Isaac from Florida. With Triple H talking about bringing people back to NXT, in your opinion, who needs to go back? Everybody. I'm serious. If you came from NXT, go back. Maybe Rollins, Reigns, and Ambrose can stay. You know what? No, they should go back too. Take them all back. All of them. Sami Zayn needs to go back. Kevin Owens needs to go back. You need to bring Neville back, send him back. Send back Bo Dallas. They can kick Big. You know, Big E, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston are doing great. New Day can stay on the main roster. But we need to get back Dana Brooke. We need to get back Emma. We definitely should send back Asuka. We should send back Ember Moon. We should send back The Ascension. We should send back AOP. We should send back The Revival. We should send back, well, American Alpha can't go back because Jason Jordan can't wrestle no more. But if he's able to wrestle, send him back. When Paige gets healthy, send her back. Send everybody back. Finn Balor. Hideo Itami. Send them all back. Send them all back. All of them. I'm serious. Everybody needs to go back. Especially Apollo Crews. Send them all back. Send back the Riot Squad. All three of them. Thank you, Demon Rocks, for the $1 super chat. Send them all back. Okay, in all seriousness, the people who are struggling the most: Tyler Breeze, Ascension, Revival, AOP, Apollo Crews, Dana Brooke, Mojo Rawley. I can be here all day, yeah, but definitely send them back. Hell, send back. I would send back Baron Corbin, but you know, I was kind of kidding when I said send everybody back, but for real, they all could go back. They all would be better. Did you see the 25th anniversary episode of Power Rangers? I did not watch the entire episode. I did catch clips on YouTube. I did see Tommy basically have his nostalgia fan service morphing through all of his powers, from Power Rangers Zeo to the White Ranger to the Green Ranger to all the way to Dino Thunder. Loved it. I thought that was awesome. Thought that was really cool. Let's see here. David from Sacramento. If you could recruit anyone in Impact, the Indies, or WWE to have a one-off and be a part of next year's G1 Climax, who would you want? Ooh. Pentagon Jr. would be a good one.
Send Undertaker to NXT.
Only if it's a one-off. To fight Aleister Black, and that's it. I don't want to see him on that roster. Sorry, NXT is for the youngins. Taker should really retire on the main roster. If he comes to NXT to have a one-off match against Aleister Black, okay. But none of this, I want Taker to be a regular NXT crap. Nah, sorry, bruh. But yeah, let's see here. I would definitely have AJ Styles or Pentagon Jr. compete in the G1 Climax. That's just a few to name. Just a few to name. If WWE had a female equivalent to the G1 Climax, what woman do you feel needs to win it and add to her career? Well, who do I think could win that? Well, Ronda doesn't need it. Matter of fact, I think the person who wins it should fight Ronda. I give it to Shayna Baszler. Shayna. I think Shayna could really use that. That'd be really cool if she won that.
When do you think we will get to see the MHA movie?
MHA? What does MHA stand for? I'm kind of lost at what that meant. What does MHA stand for? But yeah, I would have Shayna Baszler win the G1 Climax female version of it.
Ricochet versus Drew Gulak or Velvetdream versus CedAlexdr?
Velvetdream's too heavy to be a freaking cruiserweight, so Ricochet versus Drew Gulak is probably the match I would go with. Let's see here. First time hearing that.
Send Undertaker to retirement is what meant.
Yeah, that's what you meant. I know that's what you meant. Oh, My Hero Academia. That's what. I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. No, I didn't. I didn't know that. I don't even know when that's coming out. I would be interested to see what the plot's gonna be. Is it gonna be like one of those All Might pre-stories where they tell the story of how he got his powers and how he became the #1 hero in the world, which would be awesome. I'm curious. I'm very curious to see what they do. Okay, so this next one is not a question, but it is from Melissa. As you guys know, Melissa Hernandez has been dealing with a lot with her mom and depression. And in the last Q&A, or the last podcast we talked about her on, we said, hey, get well. Get better. Well, she responded. So this is from Melissa. I just want to give you a hug, Dalyxman, for helping me get through this. You helping me to get stronger, 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 and stronger. You like a big brother that I never had. All the things that I have been through in the past 2 years or less, since 2013, I have been abused by my father to the last year when I got bullied by these 2 girls, and now that my mom got sick. You're welcome. I'm here to support you. Anytime, Melissa. Now, here's her question. Who is your favorite Disney princess? Princess Jasmine from Aladdin. Although Belle's a close second. Belle is Jasmine, Belle, and Esmeralda. And all 3 of them can get it. I'm just saying. Anyways, what's your favorite Disney movie? That one's harder. I'll tell you my top 5. Aladdin, The Lion King, Hercules, Beauty and the Beast. Okay, see, the 5th one's gonna be hard too. Nightmare Before Christmas. Those are my top 5. Now, I do love Little Mermaid. I also do love, the basic ones. Pocahontas, Peter Pan. I love the Goofy movie. Tarzan. Alice in Wonderland. I'll just say this. I love all Disney movies. I love all of them. Even the new ones. Toy Story, which is, oh my god. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Which is Pixar. It's not really Disney. Screw it. I don't care. But still, really, really good stuff. Don't at me, by the way. Oh my goodness. We're talking really dirty stuff with the princesses in the live chat. I'm gonna ignore some of these comments. Y'all wrong for that. Let's move on. Can Adam Cole, baby, be the next face of WWE? Absolutely. If they give him the tools, they give him the spotlight and the right story, he definitely will take over. No pun intended. Chase Holland from Florence, South Carolina. Since WWE is really bad now these days, have you decided on perhaps watching Impact again? Again, I'm going to check out Impact when they do Bound for Glory. I have heard that they gave Tessa Blanchard the Women's Championship. 2 thumbs up. Good job. Good decision. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do next. But I'll check it out. If Bound for Glory really does impress me, yeah, I'll definitely consider replacing it with Raw. That's for sure. Would you rather watch today's WWE product or the 90s New Generation era? Oh! Would I want piss or excrement on my face? Piss or excrement? I take piss, and the piss would be today's wrestling, I suppose. Jesus Christ. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Not a question, just a statement, rather. Okay. So, Juan Miller says, I am currently 28 years old and started watching wrestling maybe back in 1997. Okay. I used to be proud to be a wrestling fan. The first piece of wrestling merchandise I ever had was a Hello Ladies t-shirt. My dad brought me when I was, we were at 7? Okay. I wore that purple monstrosity almost every day. It was never bullied or ridiculed for it. Chopping X's at my teacher and telling them to suck it made you the man. I did that one time and I got in trouble. I actually told the teacher, I actually did a suck it to a girl. She told the teacher and I got in trouble for it. It was hilarious. I can speak English. Stuttering unsuspecting classmates was boss. And starting a sentence off with, is that what you think? Oh, you already know what's coming. You know what's coming after that. It doesn't matter what you think. Good times. But now, sadly and quite frankly, I'm embarrassed to admit I still watch it. I have to sneak and watch, and even still, I feel stupid. Like my 6-year-old nephew sat to my left and told me I was in the way, as he so adequately phrased it. I know they're aiming for kids, but I've never seen a company of this scale disregard and disconnect with its core audience. This is a long statement. He's still going. All the moments to go out of their way to sell the product we gave them. Jeff and Edge falling from that ladder would have been nothing without the reaction from the crowd. It's weird how other big companies were out in the yesteryears to sell their products. Pepsi will tell this generation the reason they should drink today is because it's been awesome since day one. Sorry to vent, but I know I'm not the only one. I honestly can't believe that's something I grew up with and damn near raised myself on. It's on the verge of being kicked out of my life completely. Signed, a disappointed wrestling fan. Wow. That guy had to vent. Thank you for venting, man. Look, I'm pretty sure there are a multitude of people that feel the way you do. We just gotta hope it gets better, man. At least until Triple H takes over. Donald HBK Jr. Bronx, New York. Is NXT Arrival considered to be a takeover or not? It is a takeover. It is a takeover. Basically, a pay-per-view that NXT has held is a takeover. So, yes. It was the very first special, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it was. If you could change one thing about modern-day wrestling, what would it be, and which promotions would be improved by it? Honestly, this is just me. I know it's not very liked. I know it's frowned upon, but blood is necessary. I do think blood adds to the danger factor of wrestling. So I do believe we do need to have blood back. And I do think it would help WWE. Now, WWE will get blood. They will get color by accident. But in terms of, like, doing it in a way where it plays to the story, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, absolutely. I do think blood is necessary. And I just exited my screen again because I'm an idiot. Let's go back. So let's see here. I am not going to even try to pronounce it. Yes, I am. Graham. So is that Graham or Graham? I'm going to go with Graham. That sounds better. From England. In one of your past Q&As, I asked if you heard of Chris Travis. I have a link to the Google search. Do you recognize him? Chris Travis? Why does he look familiar? Why does Chris Travis look familiar? I've seen him before. Chris Travis. Why does he remind me of Owen Hart? Shooting star Chris Travis. This is my first time actually seeing him, but he looks familiar. It's interesting. Have you noticed how the Shield has been working the house shows and they don't allow Seth to ever carry the Intercontinental title? But Roman always has the Twizzlers belt? Because it's all about Roman. It's all about Roman. Danny Palmer from Hollywood, Florida. Thoughts on the rumors of KO eventually teaming up with Paul Heyman? Don't believe them. Not saying it wouldn't work, but don't believe them. How do you book AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels? Just a simple babyface match. I want to prove that I'm better than you. Simple as that. Thoughts on the 2017 Power Rangers movie? I saw it. Thought it was decent. Wouldn't watch it again. That's about it. Nothing else to say. Thoughts on the roster for WWE 2K19? Don't care because I'm not playing it. Sorry. Jake Salig from New Jersey. What are your top 5 dream matches for Neville now that he's free? Number 1. Neville versus Will Ospreay. I need that match. I need it. Number 2. Neville versus Cero Miedo. Pentagon Jr. Number 3. Neville versus Kenny Omega. Number 4. Neville versus... Zack Sabre Jr. Number 5. Neville versus Kota Ibushi. I need those matches. I need all of them. All of them, boy. Augusta from Atlanta. Would you like to see an NXT Championship feud between Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate? I already saw it. It was amazing. It was match of the year in 2016. Or was that 2017? 2017. Yes, 2017. So last year. Absolutely. And Emily Smiley. Ooh, Emily. From London. Have you seen any matches or shows from Revolution Pro Wrestling? Or Progress Wrestling? I check out Revolution Pro. Rev Pro a lot. I've seen Will Ospreay versus... Yes, Will Ospreay versus Marty Scurll. Typical. Typical. I know. But I've seen that match. It was freaking amazing. Progress Wrestling. I need to check out Progress. I know about it, but I don't really keep up with it all that much. But absolutely. Now we can go to the Twitter. The Twitter. The Twitter. Alright, so I am Gal going to Twitter looking for the hashtag Ask Dalyxman. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Oh, super chat. Okay. Yep.
If Neville is gone, shouldn't he be Pac, not Neville?
Right, Pac. That's right. He's going back to his old indie name, Pac. That's true. All right. From Pro Wrestling Super Saiyan. If WWE superstars were in the Tournament of Power, oh boy, what wrestlers would you put in it? And of course, Cena would be Goku and Brock would have been Jiren. Rollins, Reigns, Ambrose, AJ Styles, because I need 10, right? So, Cena, Rollins, Reigns, Ambrose, AJ Styles. Bryan. Tommaso Ciampa will be my Frieza. Johnny Gargano. Aleister Black. One more. One more. I need one more. Crap. This is hard. Why is this so hard? Velvetdream? Maybe? Sure. There you go. Moving on. Did you see Mission Impossible Fallout? I have not. I have not seen any of the Mission Impossible movies. Yes, you heard me right. I need to get on it because people are telling me that it's really awesome. Jake. Let's play Fire One, Hire One, Pick One. Okay. Oh, sorry. Fire One, Hire One, Push One. Would you fire Styles, Strowman, or McIntyre? Oh, God. Styles, Strowman, or McIntyre? Really? Crap. Well, see, AJ's about to retire anyway, so I want to keep McIntyre. He just got back. I guess I'd fire AJ, because, crap. That's crazy. Dang. Maybe. Sure. I guess AJ, because he's about to retire anyway, so let's go ahead and cut that one off.
I recommend getting Fire Pro Wrestling. It's great.
I'll check it out. Okay, what's next? Who would you rather push? Apollo, Ty, or Rude? Bobby Roode, turn him heel. Actually, no, Apollo Crews, turn him heel. See what happens. And who would you rather hire? Marty Scurll, Omega, or the Young Bucks? Marty Scurll. Moving on. Oh, what I'm talking about. Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega, please. Nick, or Ultra Shadow, asked me, is it possible that you're the son of Booker T? What do you think? Maybe I am. Maybe I've always been the son. And yeah, I haven't told you. Maybe your boy Dalyxman secretly has the genes of the five-time WCW champion. Now can you dig that? Sucker! I wish I was. We got dreads. We're born from Houston. Hey, you never know. We got the swagger. I can't do the spin Rooney though, so that's probably yeah. I can't even dance, so hell nah, bruh. Do you think there are currently too many women in WWE? No, I don't. I think the problem is we don't have enough creative writers. You can never have too many women. Let's see. Brian, do you think Impact Wrestling is making the smart move with only booking smaller venues like the Melrose Ballroom in New York City for Bound for Glory and the Rebel in Toronto for Slammiversary? Yeah, because they had to rebuild their reputation. They're starting over again. Once they're able to rebuild and reclaim that trust with their audience, they can go back to booking big arenas. But it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. Atlanta fan. Is Roman Reigns the most overpushed wrestler in WWE history? You are... I don't know if he's as overpushed as John Cena was. He's probably top 5. Is he the most overpushed? I can't say that. I think John Cena is definitely the most overpushed. If Reigns continues it, maybe in the next few years he could be. If they give him the exact same booking as Cena, he will be the most overpushed. For the next, I mean, because remember, Cena's been on top for 10 years. He was on top for a decade, over a decade. Reigns has only been on top since 2015, so it's only been 3 years. If by 2025 he's still on top, yes, he will be the most overpushed wrestler in history. Eric Rivera. What is going to be WWE's reaction to All In? Will they change their stories and characters, maybe tweak the current stories? No, they're not going to care. That's going to be their reaction. They're not going to care. And they won't care until they start losing roster and start losing... they start losing talent and start losing fans to All In, which they kind of are. So they might start caring soon. Sammy B. if WWE were to put Chyna in the Hall of Fame, do you think they would have Stephanie induct her? Would they? Would they do that to Stephanie? I would like to see that. I would like to see her BS that speech. I want to hear Stephanie attempt to put Chyna over. I will be sitting right there in the front row, looking her dead in the eye going, remember that time when she took your husband? Or remember that time you stole her boyfriend? Yeah. Oh, what was that about her not being in the Hall of Fame? That she wasn't a good influence, right? Huh? What about that? You know Stephanie's gonna BS some tribe. Oh, she wasn't a pioneer to the women. She was a pioneer to all, and some BS like that. I want to be there when she BS's all that craziness. I think this is it. So, let me see. Okay, who would you pick as the next challenger for Tommaso Ciampa? Velvetdream. I think that's about it. So before I get... Oh, hold on. J Network. How long should AJ Styles hold the championship? He should drop it, honestly, at Hell in a Cell. He's had a good run. Will you be picking up Tales of Vesperia Definite Edition? Oh, those are questions I already answered. Okay, so there you go. I think that's about it, guys. So I'll take 3 minutes to answer questions in the live chat. So if I missed your question, or you didn't send the question, you can send it to me right now in the live chat, and I'll check it out. What y'all talking about? Ultra Shadow, if I were WWE, I would put Chyna in the Hall of Fame. I don't give a damn if she did porn. Sables? I mean, look. A lot of these women who are in the Hall of Fame were naked for Playboy. Isn't that just as bad? Or pretty similar to porn? I'm just saying. So, come on now. Come on. Devin White, Joe should get the strap. Niche Bryant, what if AJ Styles in the club debuted in NXT instead of the Rumble? How would things have changed? AJ Styles would have been even more over if he started in NXT. That's for sure. Oh, Wendy! Devin White. Stop it. Stop it. Anthony A sent me a question. I don't think I saw it, Anthony. Hold on for a minute. I did answer your question. Do you think there are currently too many women in WWE? Yeah, I did answer that question. No. I think the problem is we don't have enough creative writers to make them work. That's what I think. Do you think that WWE will drop the ball with Owens like they did Ziggler? Yes. I don't trust them to do anything right until they do it right. Sorry, that's where I am with WWE. I am expecting them to screw it up until they do it right. That's just how I feel about it. If Kenny Omega came to WWE, do you think he could pull out a good match with Roman Reigns? More than likely. I'm not saying Roman Reigns. Look, Roman Reigns' character is awful. It sucks. He's overpushed. He's oversaturated. They don't know how to book him properly as a babyface, at least. But he can still have a good match. And I see him having a really good match. Maybe even an excellent match with Kenny Omega. What are your thoughts on the supposed Reigns versus Rock match at WrestleMania 35? Why would we not do that match? They better do that match. And Reigns better be the heel. They better do that match while he's here. As in The Rock. Shoot. Hell yeah, I'd do that match. Will I watch the Mae Young Classic on Wednesday? Yes, I will. One more. One more and I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Let's see. Who's it gonna beat? Who's it gonna beat? Hey. Oh, here we go. Culture Shock. What do you think is the most underrated match of the WWE NXT this year? This year? 205 Live. Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy, no DQ. End of story. If you have not seen it, if you have not seen Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy, no DQ, I implore you, as soon as this is off, go and watch it. I don't care what you need to do. If you need to watch it on the network, you want to look for it on Dailymotion or YouTube, look for it. You need to watch that match. It is definitely one of the best matches this year that people don't talk about, and they should. Extremely underrated. But, alright, that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome. I am coming up here tomorrow night following ALLIN for a review. Be sure you tune in. See what I did there? So, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go to bed. I'm tired. I'm still reeling over the bombshell that was dropped on me. Let me just end it with this. Thank you guys for being awesome. Thank you for being who you are. Be sure you have yourself a good day. Treat yourselves today. Treat yourselves. And always remember, be kind to yourselves. Love from your boy Dalyxman. You guys take it easy. I'm out of here. Peace out. And by the way, how do you say bye in Japanese? Hold on, before I go. Let me see. Look at this. How do you say bye in Japanese?
Bye.
Bite? Okay. Bite. Sorry. See you later.